Good morning. Welcome to this introduction session. Before we start with, of course, in India we call it as CMA, offered by Institute of Cost Accountants of India. But in US we call it as what? CMA offered by Institute of Management Accountants US. Okay. This is not called as Cost and Management Accountant. This is called as Certified Management Accountant. In India only we call it as Cost and Management Accountant. In US they call it as what? Certified Management Accountant. Okay, I do not want to compare, but let me directly go into what are the perspectives or what are the features of this particular course. What are the core competencies which are required that is covered in this particular part 1 and part 2. For a cost accountant or a management accountant, what is required is being covered. Okay, we call it as critical competencies. There are 12 critical competencies that are covered, which we are going to see. And of course, this is there for 50 years. It has a global presence. And of course, qualified CMA versus non-qualified management accountant, we can find an average level of 21% salary increases there. That is what is given. These are the 12 competencies which you are going to write as exam. Part 1 and part 2 like that we are going to write as exam. This is your syllabus, I would say. If you look at part 1, financial planning, performance, and which one? Analytics. The first one is which one? External financial reporting decision. It is more to do with accounting. It is not passing a journal entry or preparing final accounts. It is more to do with analysis. For example, how to value inventory, how to manage my debtors. Should I have to go for outside agency for collection? Should I have to collect on my own? How to provide for bad debts? How to report my shareholders' equity, we call it as net worth of a company. Then how to value my fixed assets. Okay, like that, how to value my investments. So financial reporting decisions are covered over here. It is not financial accounting, it is what? Financial reporting. The core area of a cost accountant or a management accountant is which one? Planning, budgeting, and which one? Forecasting, where it will include like how to set mission, vision, goals, objectives, how to prepare budgets for short run and long run, how to use forecast for preparing sales budget, production budget, master budget, like that. It's because if you're working in a company, if you look at a CPA, Certified Public Accountant, they take care of accounting services, auditing services, income tax filing, in US we call it as VAT filing. So tax matters, audit matters, accounting matters, they take care. But as certified management accountant, our focus is mostly in which one? Planning, budgeting, and what? Forecasting. After completing CMA, if you work in an organization, you will be involved mostly in this area. Okay, planning for an organization, short run and long run, preparing different types of budgets, using forecast and other things. This is the first pillar of a cost and management accountant. For example, you work for a manufacturing company, right from sales, production scheduling, material budget, labor budget, overheads budget, preparation of budgets, you will be involved month on month, quarter on quarter, like that. That is the 20% part, which means 20% of questions are going to come from this. So this is planning, budgeting, forecasting is for generic for all the organizations, service providers, software companies, hospitals, for a manufacturer, for a trader, everywhere it is covered.
So all those concepts.
Yeah, all the concepts are covered. All the concepts are covered. So this is one side. One side is you plan and prepare the budget. Second is you compare the actuals and measure the performance. That is the next one. You can see performance measurement is nothing but budgets compared with actual. You see the variance, sales variance, production variance, which can be material variance, labor variance, overhead variance, like that. We analyze and report to the management about where is the positive deviation, where is there a negative deviation, how to take corrective measures, like that. So if you look at the core area, that is covered 40%. Okay, so in BCom also it is covered, but at a minimum level. Graduation it is covered at a minimum level, but here in depth you will be analyzing and understanding why the variance comes, how to evaluate performance. Not only this, you've got 4 or 5 divisions. How to evaluate divisional performance measurement, that is covered over here. Next one is cost management. A customer comes with an order, how to quote the price. There are different methods. Standard costing is there, normal costing is there, actual costing is there. Okay, so different methods are there, how to quote the price to the customer. For example, I'm doing 4 or 5 processes. 1, 2, 3, 4, like milk processors, oil refineries and all. How to find out cost of output at different stages. That is what is covered in which one? The cost management area. Okay, where you will be knowing cost management for all the types of concerns. Let it be service providers, jobbers, contractors, process manufacturers, all those things you will see. And the next one is these next two three areas are theory areas where you look internal controls and technology analytics. Internal control is to do with whether the operations are within the supervision and control and management of the company. Internal controls, then technology and how to use the technology, like data mining, what is a great data, what is an unstructured data, what is a structured data, how to take the data, how to use the data, how to analyze the data, data security, data backup, like that. You'll be learning about all these things for a company. So this is what is most warranted for a management accountant. Okay. So if you look at this 20% is more like this 15% is more like a heart of a management accountant, which is definitely required. But without understanding financial statements, you cannot directly jump into which one? Planning, budgeting, forecasting and all, because we take past information from which one? The financial reporting data. Based on that, we do all the other things. Of course, cost accountant or a management accountant is one who designs what a good internal control system for a company where resources are under control, nothing goes out of control like that.
So then internal controls basically talks about the allocation.
Basically talks about how the activities are monitored, how the activities are supervised, how works are aligned in such a way that a work of one person is controlled by another person automatically, and testing the control system whether accountability is there. For example, on a particular day when you ask a stock, the stock record should be available, physical stock should be available, like that. So it talks about resources control, process control, operations control, various other things. And technology is to do with getting a data and analyzing a data, which can be data about the company or external market. So all these things are covered. That is part one. Part two is an extension of part one. In part one, we learn about financial reporting. What is income? What is expense? What is operating income? What is non-operating income? What is a long-term liability? What is a short-term liability? That we analyze in part two. Financial statement analysis is more with ratio analysis, cash flow analysis. It can be comparative income statement, common size income statement, like that. So in part one, you understand financial reporting. Part two, you can analyze. Because if you know current assets and current liabilities in part one, part two, you will be able to do current ratio easily. So it's an extension of knowledge that is learned in part one. Then corporate.
After completion of part one,
you can do together. Yes, you can do together. But after a particular point of this one, okay, we'll start with this one kind of. Then corporate finance is to do with where to get money, Is equity financing is good, or issuing preference shares are good, going for a debenture or bond, short term versus long term, secured versus unsecured. So this is more like sourcing funds. This is more like which one? The sourcing the funds. Then this 25% is to do with, okay, like I want to sell my product. How to calculate my cost? Should I have to include my variable cost or fixed cost or both? What is production cost? What is non-production cost? And we'll also, for example, when you start even a small shop, the objective is to break even. How many months it will take to achieve the break even? In case of largest companies also, when they start a new branch, what is the minimum sales to avoid loss, break even point? So those analysis, setting a target to earn a profit, okay, whether to make or buy. Component, can it be made inside the company or can it be buy? Can we buy? Can we further process or sell immediately? Can we accept the offer or not? Okay, like that. So the decisions that are taken in day-to-day lives of the business, we will be learning about it. Then this is about risk management. Every business is exposed to risk. You will be studying in details about different types of risks which are faced by an organization, like which may be external risk or internal risk. You call it as SWOT analysis. External risk can be a business risk or a country risk or a society risk, or it can be different types of risk which you are exposed to. Then this is to do with, here we had seen planning, budgeting and forecasting. This we normally do for less than 1 year period. This one is long-term investment decisions. I want to replace a machine. It is not just 6 months decision. Next 5 years, how am I going to use the machine? Should I have to go for model 1 versus 2 or 3? There are 2 investment proposals before me. Should I have to select A or B or both? That kind of capital investment decisions you'll be learning.
You rent it or you can buy it on your own.
Buy versus lease, repair versus replace. Those decisions you will be taking in capital investment decisions. Then professional ethics is nothing but the code of conduct which the companies are expected to follow, which the cost accountants are expected to, advise the company if there is a violation. Okay, there are different methods of applying ethics. What is ethics? You will learn. What are the different types of ethical code of conduct that you have to follow? Then if a company is violating ethics, what a cost and management accountant should do? Should you have to go public, or should you use, whistleblower techniques, or should you have to approach law? So those things are being covered in 15%. This is the theory one. If you look at in section A, these two things are theoretical one. Here this professional ethics and enterprise risk management are theoretical ones. All the others are a combination of both theory as well as a practice kind of a thing. So this is part one, this is part two, only 2-part examination to qualify. Now let me to come to the, I'll share this recording also. This is there in the website also. Coming to the examination process or examination methods or how to take up the exam. Okay, let it be part one or part two. There are certain things which are common. One is multiple choice questions. Second is essay type questions. Now it is not called as essay type questions. From May onwards, they are going for case based questions. What is the difference? Both are same. Essay type questions and case based questions are different. Questions are same, but how you answer is going to be different. Let me explain. Multiple choice questions, you will have 100 questions, and that is for 375 marks. Case based questions, okay, around 14, maximum 20 case based questions can be tested. It may change from student to student. This is for 125 marks. Sir, what is the difference between
student to student?
Of course, the question paper is not for all the students the same. I'll explain that also. Okay, so this is 375 marks plus 125 marks. Totally, you will be rating for how many marks? 500 marks in that. Okay, I'll come to this particular thing later. Multiple choice questions, again, since all these are online examinations, all these are which one? Online examination, you have to schedule. How to schedule the exam, I'll come to our later report. This 100 questions, 375 marks, the time allowed for this is 3 hours. And for this time allowed is 1 hour. Okay, so for example, you are going for exam, maybe 15 minutes earlier, you can just log in and the login will be allowed, etc. Then you can use 3 hours for answering what? 100 multiple choice questions. Sir, there are 6 seats in the exam center. I am student 1. There are other 5 students. Whether all the 6 students will be getting the same question? No. I scheduled examination on, let us assume, May 10th. May 11th, some other set of students are going. Whether the questions will be same? No. Okay. So every student question will be different. And every exam, every day the question paper will be what? Different. Which question paper? Both multiple choice question as well as what? Case based questions are different. IMA has simulation method, system based taking the question. It is tried and tested. It is working for the past 15 years without any trouble. So this is 3 hours. In the 3 hours, you can complete 100 multiple choice questions. The one advantage is no negative marking. No negative marking. For example, I answered about 80 questions, which is known to me. 20 questions I did not know. No problem. You can just put X or Y answer and come. If you get 2 or 3 marks, up to 2 or 3 also, no issues. Okay. So in the 100 questions, for example, we can answer in the screen. I'll also show you at the end of the session how to answer them also. Okay. So if you are able to answer 80, 20 you are keeping it pending. At the end, maybe last 10, 20 minutes, you do not know the answer at all. Still, you just put X or Y answer. Okay, no negative marking is there. No negative marking is there. And the questions will not be abstract question. It will be application oriented question. It will be application of knowledge that you have learnt in your exams. Maybe I'll show you some of the sample questions. This was in Indian examination. It is like a 8 marks, 10 marks question. There is a report given. Actual results are given. Static results are, static budget means fixed budget. Actual results are like 1 lakh units. Fixed budget was prepared for what? 80,000 units. and they have given variance by comparing actual results and which one? Static budget results like that. Budget results like that. We should have sold 80,000, but we sold 1 lakh units, means there is a 20,000 favorable units. Like that, they have given the data. Look at this. Using which budget? Flexible budget. They ask you to work out which variance? Sales volume variance. If the student is not reading it properly, what was the sales? 1 lakh. What is the static budget? 80,000. We sold more. How much more? 20,000 favorable. They will take this answer 20,000 favorable. Unfavorable. Okay. They may search unfavorable. Where is favorable? Nothing is there. So they will try to get confused. Question is, using a flexible budget, you have to work out what? Sales variance. Which means for this actual results, okay, you have to revise the static budget. You have to work out the flexible budget, then find out the variance and give the answer like that. It will be a question of like this. Information will be given like this. Okay, so some questions may be given like this. Maybe you can find.
But this flexible budget, the numbers that we decide, is it? I mean, how do we
No, that we will learn in the class process. It's just a sample question, whatever I'm showing. So what I'm meaning to tell is, okay, it's not going to be an abstract question. Where in Indian exams they ask like they give you different items, you just add and put. What is the working capital for this question? What is the current asset for this question? Current liability for this question? Okay, define a particular term or choose a particular option like that. It will not be an abstract question from your material. It will be what you learned, you have to apply and solve kind of a thing. So that is a multiple choice question. Okay, sir. What is a case-based question? What is the difference? Old pattern was this one. This, whatever I am showing, is old pattern. Old pattern is that is there in January, February 2026 exam, but it is not good. There's an option available in May. Here, if you look at, there is a case given like this. There is a case given like this. Define and explain what? Absorption costing and variable costing. Then what you have to do is, you have to type. What is absorption costing, variable costing? You have to type. Okay, calculate unit cost of goods sold. Prepare income statement means you have to prepare full income statement. You have to prepare what? Full income statement. Where students were finding it difficult, number one, how much I should type? How much I should answer? The answer should be like 200 words or 300 words or 500 words, 1 page or 2 page. Okay, the students were having confusion, number one. Number two, if my typing speed is low, what will happen? Like that, there was a fear. And from IMA part of it also, MCQ can be evaluated by a system easily. It is A, B, C, D only, evaluated by a system. IMA was finding it difficult to evaluate this 125 marks because each student will give their own answer, where manual evaluation was required. Okay, that is why it was essay type questions. Okay, whatever I shown you was essay type question. Look at this. Imagine you are sitting in the exam. Okay, define throughput costing. What should I type? How much I should type? All those things, trouble will come.
So only key points, or it should be elaborated.
That whether it should be elaborated, etc. and all, everything you have to understand. Because there was a big explanatory notes. What do you mean by define? What do you mean by explain? What do you mean by identify? What do you mean by calculate? What do you mean by define and explain? Like that, the student has to learn a lot before they touch their essay type questions. So from students' end also, it was lengthy and it was difficult for them to type. From IMA end also, it was like, they were feeling manual evaluation takes time. They used to take about 6 to 8 weeks of time to release the results. Now from essay, they went to case-based question. What is a case-based question? You will be given a case and explanation. You will be asked to work out something or define a particular term. Just you have to type that over. For example, if the answer is like 50,000.5, your space available in that thing will be like 50,000.5. So your answer comes to 50,000.56. Don't worry. If your column allows only this many digits, you have to type only that many digits kind of a thing. Or some keywords you have to type. Okay. So it reduces the time of evaluation. It reduces the time of typing. Simple. You will be typing for each question. For this 14 to 20 questions, maximum 1 word or 2 word like that. Only thing is that reading time, it will take a lot. Maybe you have to work out, then you have to type kind of a thing. It reduces your time. It reduces your time. That is for how many marks? 125 marks, 1 hour like that. Here also, no negative marking. Here also, only application oriented question will be tested.
This is much easier.
Case-based question scenarios. Look at this. They have given the case, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter information. All those information they have given you. So they would have given a case scenario like this. They would have given a case scenario like this. Based on this, they will ask you to what? Give your answer. Give your answer. So same way, they would have given different types, and they would have given what? The key answers like that. So you may have to type just 1 or 2 words. Like for example, it's like a drop-down question. Complete the following sentences choosing the list of options. The total sales revenue variance of the year equal to 1 and variance of the year 2 is equal to 2. Okay, they would have given drop-down means you would just click the answer. You would just click the answer, favorable or unfavorable like that. So the advantage is that I'll share all these things. Maybe along with the video description, I'll add in the drive and I'll share it to you. So this reduces the time of typing, but the time of thinking will be the same. You have to just do working. Okay, then you have to feed in the answer kind of a thing. For working, you need not carry any paper. IMA, the promoting testing centers will provide you rough sheets, pencils, everything. You have to just carry your ID proof, then a standard calculator, that's all. Then all the other working materials and sheets will be given by IMA kind of thing. Okay, now out of 500 marks, how many marks I should score? 360 out of 500 is the pass mark required, which means you have to score 72% to pass the exam. 72% to pass the exam. Okay. Okay, sir. In multiple choice question itself, I got 375 out of 375. That means all my 100 multiple choice questions are correct. I got 0 in case-based question. Still you are passing. 360 out of 500, you have to get it from both first and second. Okay. So if all your multiple choice questions are correct, and if your case-based questions are wrong also, doesn't matter, still you are passing the examination. Number 1. Number 2. Okay, sir. Is there any minimum mark I have to score in case-based questions? No. But is there a minimum mark I have to score in multiple choice question? Yes. Only when your 50% of answers in MCQ is correct, the system will allow you to go to the 4th hour. Sir, 3 hours I answered. My 60% of my answers are correct. Now it will allow you to move to the case-based questions. Sir, my only 40% of my answers are correct. Okay, that means when you just click submit, it will exit and it will give you that. Okay, since your score is less than 50%, it is not allowing you to move to the 4th hour. Then what happens to my results? Then you are not passing. So minimum mark that should be secured in multiple choice question is what? 50% to move to which one? 4th hour. But if your 100% is correct, 0% is there in sales-based question knowledge, still you are passing the exam. The score required is what? 360 out of 500. That is how much? 72%. This is there for both part 1 as well as what? Part 2. Okay. And if you look at the IMA registration fees is definitely higher than that of your Indian course registration fees. 1 minute, let me show you. This is the fees that you are going to pay. $300 as which one? Entrance fees. Exam fees will be $545 per part. Then membership fees will be like $295. If you look at total fees when you're writing part 1 will be around $1,100. $1,100. Then when you go to part 2, you have to pay only the exam fees. You have to pay only what? The exam fees like that. So initially you will be paying online using your credit card or debit card or whatever around $1,100. Then once you complete part 1, when you go for part 2 exam, then only the exam fees is payable. This is professional member. If you are a full-time student, UG or PG student of any college or university, then this fees is applicable. Okay. If you have completed graduation and doing it, this is a fees applicable. For example, what is the exam fees? $545. Suppose if we don't get this 72%, then $545 are waste. $545 into current rate, if you multiply, it will come to somewhere around 50,000 rupees, which is more than your coaching fees or whatever. Indian exams are 1,500, but US exams are costly. That's why we recommend, or I recommend strongly, first one is the classes. Okay, classes, number one, attend either live online or face to face or recorded mode, you attend. Second is practice. Practice means the material given to you, you have to practice from that material. And the third one will be take up multiple choice question practice. The more you practice, higher the percentage of passing. Then take up tests. Okay, test, you will have totally around 60 plus tests for each part. That will be like unit based test. For example, what is the first section that we are learning? Financial reporting. The financial reporting section A alone, you will be having around 20 tests. Okay, it is like Saturday and Sunday, 6 to 11, the classes happen. You attend the class for about 10 hours. Monday to Friday, make out the time, like on an average like 2 hours time to learn and take up the test like that. When the process goes, you are learning along with me and completing it. And multiple choice questions for practice, it will be like around 2000 plus questions will be there for each part. So if you attend the class, you get a conceptual clarity. In the class also we practice questions. Then apart from that, you are going to practice multiple choice questions. Then you are going to take up the 60 plus text. It is not going to be like a big volume is given. No. One topic, one test. Second topic, second test, like that. That's what. Section A alone, you'll be rating around 20 tests like that. Section B around 10 tests. C around 10 tests. D around 10 tests. E and F 5 tests like that. It is structured in such a way that based on your exam point of view. So this is what. Once you complete all these things for all the sections.
Financial reporting will have multiple chapters.
Yes.
On that,
yes,
there will be 10 tests.
Yes, 20 tests will be there in the first one. Around 10 to 15 tests will be there. This is like a section A, section B, section C, D, E, and what? F. Okay. So what you do is you just attend the classes, practice at home. This will be on Saturday and Sunday. Practice at home, you do it from Monday to Friday. When you can take your time and practice. What to practice? The material that is given, you have to practice. Multiple choice questions you have to practice. It is like Saturday and Sunday, you attend 10 hours. Equal number of hours you put at home for practice kind of a thing. Then take up the tests. Weekly, you will have around 4 to 5 tests kind of a thing. Small topics, it will be kept. Okay.
The practice of those tests, or every
the practice questions will be given with answers. Okay. This will be given with answers. This one, you will submit your test and you will get the answer immediately. What is your answer? What is the correct answer? What is the explanation for the correct answer? Everything will be available on the submission kind of a thing. When this process goes, for example, section A.
The test should be elaborate. We work out a lot.
You have to work out. It will be as per your IMA pattern. The MCQ practice that you are getting and the test that you are writing will be strictly as per your IMA pattern. It will be like above. There are 3 types of papers: easy papers, moderate papers, difficult papers. So it will be above moderate only. It will not be too difficult. It will be above moderate like that. So the process continues. You can complete section F. Thereafter, you take up model examination. Mock exams in the same model, like you write this as well as this. Okay. In that, if you score around 70%, how much? 70%, then register with IMA. Don't do registration now, because $1,100 if you register now, and if you are not able to write the exam, then that may go waste. So better prepare first, then take up a mock exam. In that, if you score around 70%, then you can register. So when to register? If you are planning to write your exams in May, June window, the exam happens. So when can I register? By April 30th, you can register. April 30th, you can register, provided this is over. Okay, sir, I am not able to get this 70%. What to do? June, next window is going to come in September and October. September 1 to October end, 31st October, it is going to come. So, if you are not able to prepare this much, then you can register somewhere in August month and write the exams in September. register in August month and write the exams in which month? September month, like that. So just 10 or 15 days before the exam starts, if you register, that is sufficient. For registration is just a 5 minutes formality. IMA will not ask any of your qualifications. Exam registration is more like opening a Gmail account. You just put your details, register, that's all, write the exam. When IMA will ask your certificates after completing both exams. Part 1 you passed, part 2 you passed. To award a CMA title, then IMA will ask you to upload your degree certificate, to upload your degree completion certificate, mark statement and all. Till the time they will not ask you any certificate. That's why even a +2 completed students can write the exam when they are in college first year or second year or third year. But once they complete IMA, this both the parts, then IMA will ask for certifications. So this is about the exams, exam pattern, etc. Okay. So multiple choice questions, 375 marks, 3 hours time. But in that, what is the minimum score you have to make? 50% to move to the 4th hour. Then case-based questions, you can avoid typing. Okay, it is like only key answers are tested and the mari. So it's easy for you to complete within 1 hour time. Okay. Sir, what happens if I complete the multiple choice question in 2 hours time? I am able to complete my multiple choice question in 2 hours time. That 1 hour time can be used over here where you will have 2 hours time for case-based questions. For example, 100 multiple choice questions I completed in, let us assume 2.5 hours. The 0.5 hours will be added here. Here it will be like 1.5 hour time you will have to do which one? Case-based question, like that. When I wrote my IMA, I was able to complete in around 2 hours, some 30-40 minutes, like that. I was able to save some 20 minutes of time. The 20 minutes of time I was able to use for essay type questions, because essay type questions requires typing and other things. So I took that extra time for solving that. Okay. That is about the pattern and other things. So this is what is primary. This is what is primary. Okay. Attend, practice MCQ. This will be on Saturday and Sunday. BCD will be on Monday to Friday, like that. Sir, what is the apt time to plan for my exam? Total hours of study is like 350 hours. Classes plus learning at home, 350 hours for an average student. It may range to 450 hours maximum. Total hours of study is like 350 hours to 450 hours, but a consistent preparation is required. It is not like January you prepare, February you stay away from the course, before exams you prepare. No. Consistent, I ensure that you are allocating whatever may it be, or 2 to 3 hours of time, or 2 hours minimum of time you have to allocate for this course, 350 to 450 hours. I had seen students taking the recording classes, they completed the course in 2 months' time. How? Daily they sit for about 5 to 6 hours, morning or 3 hours, evening or 3 hours, full-time student, 6 hours into 3, like you can find 180 hours, 360 hours they were able to make in 2 months' time, write the exam and pass. Next 2 months you take the recording and pass, like that. So if you are a full-time student, you can do that. But if you are a working student or college student, daily on average you will be able to spend 3 to 4 hours of time. It takes normally 4 months' time from the start of the class. So this is that is what you do this and complete this. Standard time, which I had seen in the past 5-6 years, a student takes is 4 months of time. This is standard time. Minimum time should be around 2 months of time if you are a full-time student. Maximum time 8 months. Okay, I joined the CMA US course today or tomorrow or next week. You should be able to complete it within 8 months. Why? Because whatever we learn in the March, no, part 1, at least part 1. Why? Because whatever we learn in March will be there maximum in your mind, deep memory, maybe for 3-4 months, maximum 8 months. After that, you will forget whatever is learned. Then I had seen the one problem of the course is 50% of the students take more than 8 months time, they quit the course. It is like they donate money for Bharadwaj or Bharadwaj Institute or faculty. So they take the course, they join the class, here and there they get fizzle out. Okay, beyond 8 months, student writing CMA US courses rare, which means they would have forgotten whatever is learned. Okay, whatever is practice, that's what. So ideal time is 4 months, maximum 8 months of time. So if you start from somewhere in March, you can write in June, maximum in September, you should be able to close the particular thing. That is number 1. Okay, sir, I start in March, can I write in next January or next February? It is 1 year time where you will be not having what? The memory. That is number one. So this is about the course and other things. When to register, as I told you, complete this for all the sections, write your mock exams, score 70% or at least 65% plus, you can register and write your IMA exams. Sir, what about the success rate? The students who have done this and went for the exam, nobody failed so far. In Bharadwaj, nobody failed so far. Those who have done this process. I had seen two students, especially last attempt, they have not taken up any tests. They have not taken up any test like Indian exams. My last minute prepare pannidala. Let us go for the exam like that. They went. It is like $545 were waste like that. Okay, so unless you do this, don't register. No? Okay, sir, I'm able to complete in April. Yes, 70% is over. My preparation is over. Then you can write in May and June. Okay, if not, next exam is going to come in September. You can register and write like that. So in first attempt, if you clear, number one, prestige of clearing first attempt. Second is you don't waste huge money. You don't waste what? Huge money like that. This is number one. Number two. Sir, what about the material required?
People who appear.
Doable. There are certain students who do it after retirement also. I had seen Sridhar Nasalito, one student from Gujarat, is done in 2021 after retirement. Post retirement, he has done a CMA US qualification because his son got employed in US. So he also wanted to have some hold in US. So he passed CMA US. Of course, he is there in US now. Like that, he is around 65 plus. Okay, he's doing certain practices in the market. Okay, so it is age is just a number. That's what. Materials I will provide. Material I will provide. Practice questions I will provide. Multiple choice questions I will provide. Test also I will provide. Sir, what you have to do it from your end? Just learn, prepare, and go for exam. Number one. Sir, should I have to refer any extra material? No need. No need of referring what? Any extra material. Sir, which material I will be using or we will be using? I learned from Hawk material. I found Hawk material is much comfortable for me, as well as it talks to the point. It is easy for you to use the material, practice, and go ahead with that. And of course, this multiple choice question for practice tests are taken based on past IMA memory based questions like that. So that is number one. Sir, should I have to refer any extra material? People tell that Baker is there, Wiley is there, XRY material is there, some other academy material is there. That will result in confusions. That will result in what? Confusions. Because this itself will be a big volume for you to study, prepare, and go for exam. And if you have completed this, I want extra material, ask me, I will provide. Okay, so this is more than sufficient for passing your exams.
These past year syllabus or the suggested materials are all.
Everything is incorporated. See, whatever you are practicing, I told this 2000 plus questions are based on whatever has been tested in the past exams. Okay, and the tests are also based on past exams. Simulated
and the
questions.
Real exams also are also.
Yes. All these are based on the real exams. All these are based on the real exams taken from different sources. I keep on updating the material or in the MCQs, test, etc. for every batch.
No, I'm asking the real test when we are taking. It will also have all the past experience.
Yes.
Or it is every time it is new.
That is every time it is new. This particular, I'm telling you, you're talking about this mock exam, right?
No, I'm talking about the original exam that we are writing, right?
Everything will be new. They don't repeat questions at all. IMA don't repeat questions. IMA has a bank of 10 lakh plus questions in MCQ, and case-based questions, if you look at, they've got lakhs of questions over there. So questions are never repeated.
But it will be similar.
Similar. Concepts are same, but numbers are not repeated. Numbers are not repeated. Okay, so this sample questions, case-based questions, I'll share it to you. You can go through. Okay, so sir, how IMA exams will be? It is conducted all over the world. In Chennai, exam center is there in Numabakam. Just next to street, you've got exam center. And then in Bangalore, we have got exam center. All metro cities has exam center. It is called as promoting testing centers, where we have to book the exam, we have to book the slot. When the exam will be conducted, for example, let us assume I'm planning to write in May to June window. Which date I will write the exam, you have to decide. Which timing, morning 9 to 12 or 2 to 5, you have to decide. Okay, sir, is it June 25th or June 1st? IMA will not decide. You have to decide, book the exam slot, go to that particular center and write
So
the exam.
everything happened on the same day.
Yes. I mean, exams are conducted on 60 days. There will be 10 system, which means 60 days into 10 system into 2 exams. Okay, 1,200 students can write. But from Chennai, only 200, 300 students write. So slots will be available. Comfortably, you can book. When to book? If May and June window is there, you can register by April end and you can book the exams in what? May, June. Actually, IMA allows to register till June 15th. Register till June 15th to appear in June exam. But we won't go to that last minute. Okay, we'll write maybe about book the exams about 45 days in advance at least. IMA says, for example, if you are planning to write in September, October window, till October 15th, you can register for exam. But that is too late. We have to register by at least August because it's not only registration. After registration, you spend huge money. $1,100 into 90,000 rupees you spend. That will immediately make you to prepare better and make you to work better for that 45 days. And you can go for the exam where you will be, success rate will be much better because the fear of losing money will make you to prepare for that 45 days where you will be able to write your exams and be successful like that.
Okay, the first part alone we will be spending around 1 lakh.
1 lakh. Second part, you will be spending around that exam fees alone. And ensure that the total course is completed within a span of 1 year. If you start from today, by this like September exam, you take it up. Thereafter, next May, you can take up the exam like that. Because IMA registration you will be doing in August month if you are writing in September. Before the next August, you complete the entire course. That is well possible. And compared to part 1, part 2 will be easy. Many of your friends would have told you, part 1 would have part 2 ரொம்ப easy. Why? Because as I told you, whatever you learn in part 1, that is there in part 2. It is an extension of part 1. So the knowledge that is there in part 1 will be carried over in part 2. You will find part 2 you will be spending 30% lesser time than part 1. Part 1, if you spend 400 hours, part 2 you will be spending only 250 to 300 hours for doing it kind of a thing. And many students join the class for part 1. And to be very frank, part 2 many students do not join. Why? Because with material I can manage. Just share me the access of multiple choice questions and other things I can manage. Like that many students pass. Even yesterday one parent was texting, he passed part 1 over here. Thereafter he asked me the material of part 2. Thereafter he didn't contact me at all. Then parent texted me that my son has passed part 2. Where he went, no sir, he used only the material and he used only multiple choice question practice and he passed like that. So to the extent, compared to part 1, part 2 will be easier. Adhika direct part 2 poda, will it be easy? No. Because the concepts in part 2 is covered in part 2. Part 1 is covered in part 2. Then with respect to job opportunities, if you are already working, okay, there is a data bank available with IMA. There is a data bank available with Vardhavaj. We got a forum called a CMA's forum later, where about 800, 900 qualified CMAs are there, both Indian as well as US CMAs. They keep posting the vacancies. Every week, at least 2 or 3 places vacancies keep coming. So once you qualify, then you can join over there. Number 2, if you are a fresher, don't have any work experience, after completing part 1, I will put you in a CMA form, get some work experience for about 6 months. Like going for an articleship, should know what is costing and how they apply, how they file returns, what is cost audit, certain basic things you have to learn. If you are a fresher, I don't have any work experience, first complete part 1, where you will have some knowledge. Then along with part 2, you can go for some internship or training, where you will get some basic stipend and other things. More than stipend, you will be getting some experience. Where with that, if you apply, you will get a better job kind of a thing. If you are already working well and good, continue your job, do this, then you can do. Time allocation is very simple. Saturday and Sunday, 6 to 11. Next 3 months or 4 months, I'll be with classes, face to face or live online like that. Okay, decide yourself. Live online students can come to face to face can go to live online. That is up to you. That is number 2. Number 3, weekly, like going for a gym, you spend for about 2 hours per day for your career in bodybuilding and mind building. Just spend about 2 to 3 hours of a day, where the tests, etc., practice, etc., you do, the course is much easier for you to complete. So now open to your doubts. If there is any particular doubt, I'll answer. Any particular doubt with respect to this course, please ask. I'll share the sample question. I'll share this case-based exam questions, the new format exam questions. These are all just samples. I'll share it to you. And I will also share to you some old method of questioning. The MCQ remains same. Only essay type case-based questions are there. That is called as IMA handbook. That will be about 700 pages handbook. I'll share it to you. So maybe
this
along with the video.
New CPQ also, we'll have one sample after May exams, right?
Yes. And one more thing, this case-based question is not based on any particular section. Sir, will I get a case-based question based on a particular section? No. Sir, well, whether it will be asked from one particular section or segment? No. From which segment it will be asked? From all the segment it will be asked. A case will be given. The case will cover what? Everything. One question may be about weakness in internal control. Another question may be about preparation of budget. Another question may be about one case, 4 or 5 questions. Okay, so which will cover the entire syllabus. It will cover what? Entire syllabus. We'll be seeing case-based questions for each topic also. At the end, you'll be writing case-based questions for what? The entire, based on entire topic. At least over 40-50 questions you'll practice by that method.
So it is essential that I have to know all the
Yes. All the
competencies.
all the
if at all if
competencies.
I'm not comfortable with one competency, still.
Yeah, very good question. Many students think that, okay, this 30%, let me to omit. Theory, let me to omit no so long. Where MCQ will come 30 marks, 30 questions from that. If you look at, if you omit the last two, we will be able to answer only 70% of the questions. What about 30% of questions? Minimum mark is 72%. Essay typely, then you will be losing. So it's better to focus. I'll be focusing on the full syllabus, not giving focus or importance for like first 3 alone or last 3 alone. No, I'll be focusing and completing the entire thing where you have to also focus on all the things, because practical work, all these things are required also.
Sir, after once, for example, if you are taking class today for 4 or 5 hours, and then we have some doubts or something.
You can ask.
After the class is over.
After the class is over, you can stay back and ask. Like Saturday, Sunday, you can ask. When there is a doubt coming, you can WhatsApp.
In the online, like we can jot it down and then probably ask the next class, or do we send it?
Normally, students, they have a doubt, but very small doubts. For example, I am giving you 100 multiple choice question for practice. You are solving question number 1, 2, 3, 5, struck, circle it. 10, 20, circle it. 25, circle it. Whatever is circled, note it and bring it in the next class. It can be solved in 3 or 4 minutes of time. That wherever you have a doubt, etc., and all, that can be solved. And during the class process also, we are going to solve a lot of questions. If there is a doubt, you can unmute and ask, or ask me to repeat or explain. I will be ready to do.
Hi sir, what about the centers for people staying in US?
There are a lot of centers available. You can just go to Promotric exam schedule, like that. You can Google. This is like Pro Scheduler. Search availability. You can just Google it. Search availability, like that. You can just Google it. Just choose it as sponsor. Institute of Management Accountant. What is it? Certified Management Accountants. Select a program. Institute of Management Accountant. Select your test. Case-based exam questions. Selected. Next. Can you just give your zip code?
75033. Yes.
Exam dates somewhere May to June. 2nd May to 16th May. Row or zero? Row.
Okay, all right, yeah. I can
So
see.
like this, you can find exam dates availability, like that. Everything is available. You can just click on 2nd May, which time you want, 10 a.m. or to 12:30 p.m. like that. You have to just choose the exam date and decide like that. Like this, all over the world it is available. You just put the location, it will come. This you should do after IMA registration.
Yeah, thank you.
Sir, the classes are conducted in online or direct?
Both, same way. The student over here is interacting and you're also going to interact. Its only thing is that I'm virtually present if you are at home. And if you come over here, you can attend. Can I switch over? Yes, you can switch over. I attend face to face. I'm not able to travel and come, then you can attend live online. And I'm attending live online. Can I come to face class? Yes, welcome. Because sitting separately and talking to a camera is boring. So if students are there in face to face class, always say welcome. So you can switch over, change over everything. If at all, if you miss the class, what will happen? 100% of the recording will be given. It is not only one class. All the classes recording will be available for 1 year with you. Because it is a static syllabus. It is not going to change. It is not going to change. It's a static and fixed syllabus. So, sir, what happens on Saturday, Sunday, I'm having a family function or I'm traveling, I'm not able to attend. The recordings of Saturday and Sunday will be available on Monday. Or the recording of Saturday will be available on Saturday evening. Sunday it will be available on Sunday evening, like that. Within 2 or 3 hours of completion of class, it will be available, which you can access for about 1 year time. How to access? I'll give you instructions. From Google Drive, you have to just record, download. We have got an app called as separate app of Bharadwaj Institute. You have to just download and you can play. And test links, everything will be available from Google Drive. Material, I'll provide soft copy also, access. MCQs also, soft copy access I will allow and I will provide. So that will be with you for about 1 year time. So it's all, you have to learn. All modes it's available. Only thing is that you have to learn.
So it's good that you have given all the options.
Because see, comfort matters. Nowadays, comfort definitely matters because people do not stay in a place. You work in different places. You go to client office and work. You travel, and the classes happens on Saturdays and Sundays. So, I mean, all the options are available. You choose the option, then attend, and you can switch over also.
Few days we can attend face to face.
You can. That is up to you. Saturday and Sunday, okay. I mean, attend to it. You can attend face to face or live online like that.
So can you elaborate on scholarship availability for the regular degree course students?
It's available, but the problem is IMA is not giving scholarship nowadays. To be very frank, many people, Indian students apply only for regular college students. In India, maybe about 10 to 20 students get the scholarship kind of a thing. It happens in a rare phenomenon, very, very rare phenomenon. IMA allots scholarships.
Okay.
I'll give you the link, maybe text me after the class. I'll send you the link for applying for scholarships. Then you can apply for scholarships. If you are getting it, it is good.
It's only for regular students.
It's only for regular college students.
Whether they will be giving scholarship for entrance fee, exam fee, membership
Yes, everything.
Okay, sir.
And for the exam fees payment and registration payment also, IMA is giving discount frequently. IMA used to give discount frequently. It will not be $1,100. They will give what? Reductions and waivers. When they give that particular offer, then I will send it to you. By the time if you are prepared, you can just register like that. Offers are normally coming 3 times a year. 3 times a year. They give up to 40% sometimes, 10% sometimes, 20% sometimes. So whenever the coupon codes, discounts are coming, then I will be sharing with you. That time I'm ready for exam, I prepared dinner, then you can use that and register.
It's good, sir.
So maybe I'll share all the sample questions and other things with you. Okay, maybe after the session.
Last question. So if we are getting a printed copy from you, and then we prepare using that, we will still be allowed for access to
PDF is for all.
Okay.
PDF is for all because PDF is available for everyone. So you can text this number after this particular meeting. I will share 2 things. So, okay, I will share 2 things. One is your this one, the sample questions, all those things. Then IMA support package, I will send it to you. Their essay type questions will be there. Don't see that. Multiple choice questions, you can go through that. It's about 700, 800 pages material that I will share it to you, kind of a thing, after the meeting. Okay. So when the regular class starts, from next week, Saturday, Sunday onwards, 6 a.m. to 11 a.m., 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. like that, Saturday and Sunday, the classes will run. Okay. We'll start discussing, of course, 6 a.m. to 11 a.m., there will be a break in between. If it is like you are also involved in the class, like practicing questions now, we can run for about 1.5 hours, then have a break. If it is a theory session, like 40 minutes, then 10 minutes of break. 40 minutes, 10 minutes of break, like that it will continue. Breakfast, half an hour break will be there. And while learning also, don't sit continuously for 2 hours, especially when you're learning theory. 30 minutes, then 10 minutes of break. 30 minutes, then 10 minutes of break, because the 10 minutes of break is for your memory to absorb whatever you learned in 30 minutes, like that. Because many people sit and learn continuously for 3 hours. At the end of the 3 hours, first hour what you learned is not absorbed by brain. So intermediate fasting or intermediate stop is required for your brain to absorb the things.
So, for example, throughout this 4 months of study, if I'm not available for 1 week, or I'm still able to access the recording sessions. But for example, if I'm not able to practice the whole week, and when I'm going to come for the next week, there will be
There
a
will be
lag.
no, there will be no
I can't
continuity. There will be no, there will be no, for example, there is nothing called as continuity to the class. Certain chapters require continuity. For example, I'm not attended section A at all. I'm not attended section A at all. If I start with section B, will I be able to understand? Yes, you will be able to understand. Okay. But sometimes topic 1, I completed half on Saturday, remaining half I'm doing on Sunday. Na? Then if you have missed a Saturday class, ensure that you are accessing the recording and coming on Sunday. Because half the way I stopped, let us assume, fixed as a discussion. Next half I'm doing tomorrow. Na? Then if you have not accessed the recording, then you may be finding it difficult within the topic. If there is a change of topic, then absolutely you will be able to attend the topic.
And you will be able to cover the entire printed material that you have.
Yes. And sometimes printed material is elaborate. 100 pages will be there, where in the class we'll be able to cover in 4 pages. And from this, when you're able to go through, this we learned, this we learned, this we learned, like that, we'll be able to elaborate. For example, cost management topic is there. In material, it is explained for about 120, 130 pages, where we are going to do 5 to 10 pages. So with this, if you are able to learn that, then you will be able to understand kind of a thing, or this itself is sufficient, like that you may feel. Because writing a material is different from explaining in a class.
Yes.
Apart from Chennai, is there any other centers in Tamil
Bangalore.
Nadu, sir?
தமிழ்நாடுல சென்னையில தான் இருக்கு. Number 1. Number 2, we have got in Bangalore அந்த மாதிரி. So Chennai maybe சென்னை மட்டும்தான் இருக்கு. Then apart from that, we have got centers in Bangalore அந்த மாதிரி. Metro cities எல்லாமே இருக்கும். Then tier B cities it's available. But சென்னையில it's available.
Okay.
So text me in this number. I'll share you the sample copies or whatever. Then I'll also share with you or last batch out or 3-4 classes with test. Okay, during this week we can try class 1, test 1, class 2, test 2, class 3, test 3, like that. I'll share some sample classes so that you will see, okay, this is how the class is and this is how the test is. Like that you can test yourself. Maybe 1 or 2 classes and tests you can take it before we start our regular classes.
See, these type of questions that now you're giving us, for example, for the people who are completely working, who've lost touch with the studies the last 10-15 years, are they still able to complete?
Yeah, they're able to.
Time limit?
Yes.
That is because their speed would have been.
No. It's because that is what you are going to practice. The Monday to Friday time you have to make out. Definitely that is required. Classroom primary. Okay. Saturday and Sunday is what you learn, understand how to solve. Then this practice matters a lot. BCD matters a lot. And the consistency and discipline matters a lot. And since the classes are recorded in the real-time scenario, already students would have asked doubts. That is also getting recorded. So interactions are also getting recorded. So when you access recording, you will feel like you are sitting in the class. Because studio recorded classes, I don't like or believe in that, because students who have doubts are not getting recorded. Flow of the faculty will be there, but whether the students will be coping up, that is a questionable one. But it is recorded in an interactive mode, then you will feel that, okay, you are attending a virtual class. So, any other doubt, please ask me. So, to complete in 1 minute of time. Classes primary, of course, practice in class also primary. Thereafter, practicing at home, the multiple choice questions and test matters. Complete the process, take up a mock exam. Then in that, if you score at least 60%, then you can think of registering with IMA and write the exam. If you've completed in April, register in April, write in May or June, like that. You fix the date. Or if you're not able to complete within April or May, then next exams are going to come in September. So you do it in August month, the registration. September and October, you will be able to write your exams.
When you're asking to register in April, May, will you be still able to complete this everything in 1 month, sir?
No, some students ask that recording access. So I provide them recording access. With that, they prepare with the class also they attend. So March and April they do. I told you, the time is there till June 15th, right in what? June exams. So some students prepare March, April, May. By May, the full syllabus should get over. Okay. So by May end, if I register, can I write in June? Yes, you can. I'm giving with a cushion period. That is one. If you find it is too tight, then aram say you prepare till June, July. Register in August, then write in September. Like that.
So within May, anyways, you will complete
Yes,
the
yes.
syllabus. And then from June to August, we still have time to prepare. Even that time, you will be able to give access to.
Recording access will be there for 1 year.
I'm asking test also. You will give
Test access
more
also
test.
will be there for 1 year. And maybe if you are added in the group or whatever, the current batch group, if you look at current batch group, a student who registered in 2024 for my class is still there in 2026 group. Why? Because he is not able to attend and pass. He wants to attend the class again. I allow them to attend live online or face to face also, no problem. And if they are interested, they are continuing, no issues. I had seen 2024-25 batch students added by admin. I asked them, why are you adding them? So they requested, we are adding. So it's not like this batch you attend. Okay, for example, April you are not able to attend, you discontinue. Again, I am starting a batch in June. Can I attend the June batch? Yes, you can attend. There's no restrictions for that.
And do we need to pay
No.
again?
No.
It's very flexible, sir, actually.
That's what. See, what you pay now. I mean, once and thereafter you attend for this batch. Due to some reasons you are not able to write your exams in May. Na. Of course, you want to write in September. Again, you want to re-attend the class. Yes, you can do. And some students said they will write in May. They already attended the class. They completed. They found section A or B or C. They learnt in November. They forgot it today. They want to join the class. They will attend from March, April. They will attend. Then they will write their exams in May like that. So that is flexible. Because let it be 5 students or 50 students, my effort is the same. Anyhow, past or present, they are my students.
Fantastic.
Done. So
we can do practice in India, sir, like Indian CMA. We can do.
yeah, in US you can practice. In US you can practice. In India you cannot practice this one.
Can we act as a consultant?
You can be a consultant.
Okay, sir.
And then all the multinational companies located in India.
Yes. They prefer
recognize
CMA.
this.
Yes.
In case of consultant, what are the areas we can?
Any of the 12 competencies.
Okay.
In the 12 competency, which one you want to specialize? After learning, you will identify where your strongness only. Based on that, you can do. It can be on planning, it can be on cost management, installing internal controls. Some people go for, implementing SAP, ERP, all those packages. Okay. Some people take up this corporate finance as an area, portfolio management, risk management as an area. So depending upon the strength that you identify in you after completing the course, then you can be a consultant. And number one, number two, for your strength, opportunity should be there. We have got a strength, but opportunity illana, we cannot do. So your strength and opportunity matches achana, then you can be a consultant.
Sir, it will also cover the accounting controllership concepts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do we have adequate employment opportunities within India itself?
Yes. All the MNCs take that. Indian companies prefer Indian CMAs, but global companies, other than Indian companies, they take up what? CMA US, like Shell or Ford Motor Services, Saint Gobain, and the Mari. Flextronics. There are so many companies, they recruit what? CMA US.
I work for Cognizant, even
Okay.
Cognizant.
Yeah.
So what kind of roles will take up after completing the USCMA, sir?
It can be any of the area. For example, I'm in performance measurement area. I do standard costing and variance analysis. Okay, for 2 or 3 companies as a consultant. Again, depending upon what role you play today and what role you want to play in the future, the both determines. Accounts payable role, accounts receivable role, அதில் as a team leader or team management, change management இருக்காங்க. I had seen people who are after completing qualifying CMA US implementation of ERP, especially FICO, அந்த மாதிரி SAP ல SAP ல FICO installation ல company to company they work அந்த மாதிரி. So it depends. That's
Okay,
what.
so currently I'm having 2 years of experience in a Big Four. So once after completing the USCMA, what would be my opportunities outside?
In Big Four, what you have done?
Big Four, I'm a senior analyst in Deloitte.
Okay. Which
So yeah,
which
in the internal audit.
internal audit. So in
Yes.
internal controls, technology analytics, you will have a better scope for doing it. Or this one, corporate finance, okay, maybe capital investment decisions, portfolio management. This one, financial statement analysis, you will be able to do in a better way, like for the purpose of maybe issuing new debentures, new loans, or loan syndications, things like that, you will be able to work.
Okay.
I'm currently working as a FP&A analyst.
Okay.
So it will also be.
Yes.
And that will add more weightage to the profile that we are already.
Definitely. Then once you register yourself, you will be part of Chennai chapter. You will be part of what? Chennai chapter or the chapter where you belong to. The chapter also organizes a lot of meetings and networkings. I may also conduct a lot of chapter meetings, free meetings and networking, where you interact with other members, qualified people, those who are doing the course, etc. Where you'll find networking and opportunities for your next level employment like that.
Whether IMA has centers in Chennai?
Yes. We've got a Chennai chapter. But that is not giving any, like our CMA or ICAI, that is not offering any course, etc. India, everything is free. Like materials are free, study resources are free, but CMA US, no study resources free. Let it be CMA US or CPA, FRM, all those ERM, all those things, study materials, resources, etc. is not available, and they are not running the classes for it. Okay, IMA is not running any class. Like Indian CS, you got free classes run by ICAI, ICMA, and no such things are there. Chapters are there across the world, but they take care of professional development, employment, and networking, and only. They are not into training. They are not into what? Training the students.
They do conduct seminars and.
They conduct seminars that will be related to employment, future, and again opportunities, all those things. Not connected to education, not connected to passing the course.
Where it is located, sir, in Chennai?
There's no physical office. It's only virtual office. There is a president who is working in a company. There are some people who are working in different companies. So they just organize meetings and other things. There is no physical location of office.
But why is it? Are there
Meetings will be online.
No, meetings will be physical. Online meetings are also there. Physical meetings are also there.
Okay.
Again, to have a cost cut. If you look at in Chennai, how many students will be doing the CMA US course? It will be around 50 to 100. So if you organize meetings, how many students will come for the meeting? It will be only 10 or 20. That is why student focused forums are not there. But we have got qualified members. 200 to 300 members, and out of that, 80% attend those meetings for their professional upliftment or next level learning like that.
Okay.
Is there a pass percentage associated with the region? I mean,
No such thing. Indian students, 90% pass. Indian students, 90% pass, because very clever. Unless we do this, we don't register for exam. Indian exams, pass percentage is only 10%.
Yeah.
C exams. Why? Because exam fees is only 1,000. I would recommend Indian exams, Leo. You should make the exam fees 1 lakh so that you will definitely prepare and go for the exam. If you fail, it is only 1,000 rupees. But here, if you fail, it is 50,000 rupees. That makes definitely a lot of difference.